Hey Siri, good morning.
Setting the good morning scene.
Apple products are more than just gadgets. They are a part of my everyday life. They help me stay organized, creative, and connected. I honestly couldn't live without them. This is my life in the Apple ecosystem. Every single morning, I'll look to see what is on my schedule for the day ahead so I can be as productive as possible. And I often like to get out of the house to eliminate all of those distractions. And I'm here at my local coffee shop having breakfast so I can just get down and get things done here on my iPad. And while I'm having breakfast as well, I am catching up with my favorite show on Apple TV Plus. But I don't know if I'm going to finish it all while having breakfast. So the beauty of the Apple ecosystem is that I can pause it on my iPad and resume it, continue from where I left off right now on my Apple TV later tonight when I get home. So while watching some Apple TV Plus here and just catching up with stuff, putting something in my schedule and seeing just what I have going on for the day ahead. I'm also writing some ideas down for my next YouTube project using Apple Notes. I started this all last night, and that is another beautiful thing of the ecosystem. Starting one thing on one device and continuing it on another. I am airdropping things from my iPhone to my iPad and dropping that in LumaFusion for editing later. Same with the AirPods. I'm using the AirPods right now to watch some content, to do some light editing, and it will connect to whatever device is closest to me. Just by opening up the case, it will connect, it will detect, and boom, I am good to go. And if I want to switch that to another Apple device, I will just open up that Apple device and it will automatically switch and connect to that device and pause whatever I was doing with media on that other device to continue with that new device that I have turned on and I'm using at the time. Now the Magic Keyboard as well truly is a game changer with the iPad Pro. To turn this into something more than just an iPad. I love the bigger screen. I love just this beautiful 13-inch OLED display and the versatility this thing has with the Magic Keyboard to type things up, to turn this into more than just an iPad, to turn this into a productivity powerhouse. Because it's all connected in that ecosystem, in that Apple ecosystem, I have tethered to my mobile data on my iPhone. Seamless, like that. It detects my mobile data on my iPhone. With it being an Apple product, boom, I hit join, I'm good to go. I am connected. The Apple ecosystem is truly a thing of magic. The gateway into my Apple ecosystem is my iPhone 16 Pro Max. I use that to record all of my videos like the one you're watching right now. And I edit it all on my iPad with LumaFusion. And when it comes to shooting these as well, I often share notes for collaboration and even have a shared photo library where all of the B-roll shots live. And the other person will instantly get a notification that it's been updated. But my iPhone 16 Pro Max shooting in 4K 30 frames per second all the way up to 4K 120 frames per second with the camera control button as well to just tap that and capture things in the moment so easily and effortlessly with the camera control button, with the haptic feedback that little button has to adjust things on the fly as well. Truly is incredible. And the iPhone 16 Pro Max as well, boosting in all-day battery life. It's amazing. I truly couldn't live without my iPhone. Now let's talk about AirPods. I use my AirPods Pro every single day to keep me connected to the world around me. I get all of my notifications, texts and calls announced via Siri that I can answer and even reply to using my voice with Siri, so I don't need to grab my phone and potentially get lost or distracted with what's on my phone. And this will keep me connected to the world around me in the moment just using my AirPods. And as well as active noise cancellation and noise transparency, just with a holding of the AirPod or a tap with the AirPod, if I am playing music on my commute or listening to a podcast and something is happening around me and is very loud, the music will adjust accordingly to what is happening around me. And if I am talking, the volume will automatically go down to detect that I am talking to someone and having a conversation before going back up again automatically after I finish. They are truly something magical. I also have the AirPods Max that I have been wearing a lot more recently, more and more. But I usually only wear these when I'm at the gym or editing away. And the great thing about AirPods as well, say I'm at home with my Apple TV, it all connects. I can use these with my Apple TV, and that ecosystem, man, you really gotta love it. I used to absolutely hate wearing watches until this thing came along, the Apple Watch. Now I never take this off. Every single day, this keeps me on track. It not only mirrors everything on my iPhone for all of my notifications, texts and calls, and I can answer and respond to all of them via my watch. This keeps track of all of my health data synced up with the Apple Health app there that I can view across all of my devices, filling in all of my rings every single day. And that's a goal of mine for 2025, as well as different medals and awards you can get, with also limited edition medals as well. The Apple Watch truly has changed the way I go about my day now. This truly is a minimal iPhone. This truly is a creative productivity machine, blurring the lines between what is a traditional watch and an iPhone. I also have a bunch of AirTags in my ecosystem. One on my backpack, one on my keys, and I even have a spare one here on my tech box with all my cables if I ever need one for anything else, to be able to track all of my things and locate them in the Find My app. Now let's go back and talk about the iPad again, because the iPad Pro M4 isn't my main iPad, and you guys know how much I love the iPad. The iPad that I use every single day is this thing, the iPad Mini 7. This is my daily driver. This is the perfect iPad, and this is the iPad that I would recommend for everyone to buy over any other iPad. It is so portable that you can easily just pop it in your jacket pocket or coat pocket here and take it out, grab and go. And I have opted to take this pretty much every single day since I have bought this thing over my M4, because there is just something about this iPad that just makes you want to hold it, makes you want to take it everywhere you go with you, because again, it is so light in design, it is so portable with its form factor, and it does all of those intensive tasks that I would usually do on my M4 iPad right here on the Mini, no problem. Consuming content, multitasking, video editing with LumaFusion is a breeze with the iPad Mini because of the A17 chip packed in here. Writing up notes using the Apple Pencil Pro with this thing is so satisfying, again, because of its form factor. Now let's touch on a big feature that I rely on every single day, going from device, iPhone, to device, iPad. I do this every single day when it comes to copying and pasting from device to device. This is called universal clipboard. It's just so seamless and easy. I can copy something from my iPhone and then paste it to my iPad. Same with browsing Safari. If I open a tab on my iPhone and I want to continue looking at that website later, I can just bring it up on another device and continue looking at that same website exactly where I left off. It is so seamless and just so effortlessly with everything that we can do within the Apple ecosystem.
Isn't it lovely?
It truly is magical. I also have a Mac Mini M4, but I don't really use that as much as my other devices in the Apple ecosystem, but I might cover that in a separate video. Now, it is time to unwind and catch up on some Apple TV Plus Severance. What an absolutely phenomenal show that is. All of the Apple TV Plus content is next level. It is incredible, and that's pretty much all I watch at the moment. There are some incredible things on that service. We'll get into the services of Apple, like Apple One and whatnot, with Apple Fitness, Apple Arcade, iCloud Plus, Apple News, and a bunch of things there that you do have to pay for to get those offerings. And I happily pay for that because I do use every single one of them. And I just love the way all of this stuff integrates with each other so seamless. From my HomePod being used as a surround sound spatial audio speaker connected with my Apple TV for absolutely clear, crisp, and amazing audio. I am a big fan of the HomePod. I absolutely love the HomePod. I have a bunch of HomePods around the house, a one in the bedroom, a one downstairs, and a one in the kitchen, which is a HomePod mini that I use to set timers and listen to music. And that's another thing as well, listening to music. Say I'm listening to music on my iPhone and I want to switch that to the HomePod. I can literally just take my phone close to the HomePod, it will be detected, and boom, it will magically beam to the HomePod just like magic, with a really satisfying animation as well, as you see it beam from one device to another. Just like when you airdrop to someone's iPhone by touching iPhones together. It is so satisfying and seamless in the animations of how it does things in the Apple ecosystem. I cannot get enough of. I absolutely love it. Now, when it comes to Apple TV, I do use Apple Fitness Plus on the TV to get a workout in. I bring it up and it just connects with my Apple Watch. I can start the workout on my Apple Watch and it'll do it on the TV, and it tracks all of my rings progress, all of my heart rate and everything else. I also use my iPad for Apple Fitness Plus workouts when I'm at the gym. Being able to access these services across all of my devices at any time. Apple Arcade as well, if you're gaming, play some Apple Arcade, hook up a Bluetooth controller with your Apple TV, and jump on some gaming with Apple Arcade or whatever games you are into on the App Store. And with Game Center as well, you can add friends, get on leaderboards, and unlock achievements in your games. And when I'm using the Apple TV, I want to find out what actors are in that show, or I missed what that person said. What did he say? I can just hold this button here and bring up Siri and ask the question, and she'll take it back 10 seconds. And also when I am searching for things on Apple TV, be it a show or something on YouTube, or just needing to type, I don't need to do that awkwardly with the Apple TV remote. It will detect that I am wanting to type something, and whatever Apple device I have nearby, be it my iPad, iPhone, or Apple Watch, I can type on that other device and it will go to the Apple TV. It will be essentially a keyboard for the TV. And when it comes to purchasing things as well on Apple TV, you authenticate that with another one of your Apple devices around you to successfully purchase it. And just with HomePod as well, the ability to make calls with HomePod, just asking Siri to make a call for you, or call this person, and then boom, it'll do that. It'll look up that person on your contact list on your iPhone and make that call, or send that message. Or if you misplace one of your Apple devices, you can use HomePod to find that device. You can also intercom other HomePods in the house via another HomePod or via your phone. And you can also use another Apple device like your watch or your iPhone as an Apple TV remote. It truly does make my life better. And honestly, I couldn't live without the Apple ecosystem in my life to make things easier every single day. Hey Siri, end the video.